Welcome to the Nightly Rant
with
your hosts, Mike
and Torya.
This is the show where we examine society from a sarcastic point of view.
If you like insane conversations, this is definitely the show for you.
Let's get into today's topic. YPN people, I don't know about you, but I love helping out a friend. That's why I want to shout out my friend Brian Little and his podcast, Your Favorite Blockhead. This is the only show that manages to weave together peanuts and MMA into one heck of an amazing podcast. You can find Your Favorite Blockhead wherever your favorite podcasts reside and at yourfavoriteblockhead.com. Do me a huge favor and listen to Brian's show. You'll be entertained and you'll help out a friend. Now, as I said, let's get into today's topic. So a few weeks back, we talked about the Yog Dog and his health issues.
Do we actually talk about that?
Yes.
I totally forgot. Okay, I believe you.
And yeah, we did a CEO update.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
And he had now 2 courses of antibiotics. He has a bladder stone. He's on special food, which they originally told us would take months to get rid of the stone. And if it didn't after months, then he would need surgery. So we obviously opt to change the food. It's way cheaper than just doing surgery.
Right.
And we do the course of antibiotics. Well, at the end of the second course of antibiotics, he's doing better. He's not peeing in the house at all. But then a couple of days goes by and he does pee in the house. And there's a teeny tiny bit of blood in there. He's done it like 3 more times and there's been no blood. So we contact the vet the first time we see it. Oh, the vet's away on vacation for the weekend. She'll be back Monday. How about the other vet? Can the other vet call? Sure, I'll have the other vet call you. Nobody calls. Torya has to call again on Monday, which was yesterday. She calls in. Oh, the vet will call you back today. Didn't call back. Calls in again. Dude, at like 2:30 in the afternoon, she's finally calling back and they close at she leaves at like 3:15. She's calling finally at 2:30. And then starts to insinuate that Yogi's going to need surgery right away.
Yeah.
And
It's
I said, what happened
days.
to the months that you said that it would take for the food to work? And she got all pissy about it.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you question me? Yeah, it's my job. That is my boy.
Right.
He is my child. My furry, weird-looking child. But he's mine. And I love him to death. And without him, this podcast wouldn't even be here. Let's be real.
How would we have
inspired all
Yogi's
that.
podcast network without Yogi?
He inspired the whole thing. And that's the thing. It's just ridiculous. End of story.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, we're going to do what we always do when we do it. I said that way on purpose. No,
Wow.
Tonight's the night. Going to do another installment of Am I the Asshole?
So,
Take it away, T-Dog.
wow. A little surprise for you. I have not read this Am I the Asshole.
That's not good.
It is a 2021 award winner from the Am I the Asshole
All right.
subreddit. And I'm not going to tell you which category it won in until after your opinion.
All right.
Okay. He wrote this really weird, sorry. My 25 male girl, Lydia, 23 female, lives with a roommate who has a boyfriend, Jeff.
That's very typical Reddit speak.
It's just the order that he put everything. We gathered at their place last Friday for pizza. After a while, Jeff asked Lydia if she's still scared of being here alone the nights the roommate goes over to his place and I can't come. Lydia has always had trouble with being alone at night, and most nights I stay on FaceTime with her till she falls asleep so she feels safer. The roommate laughs and says that if she hears a noise in the bathroom, at least it will be a ghost and not her locked in, passed out. Lydia just mouths, "Explain later" to me. When we get to Lydia's room, I ask her to explain, and she tells me that this afternoon she wasn't feeling good and ended up fainting in the shower. So Jeff had to break in the door to get in and help her. She said that she already felt better and didn't want to tell me because I was going to be worried about nothing. I said it wasn't nothing if she'd fainted and that I should be aware of these things to help her. She said that now it would just be a funny story about how Jeff broke the door and the roommate had to cover her with a towel so they could come to the rescue of her naked body. That moment, I saw red. I asked if Jeff had seen her naked, and she said she couldn't be sure since she was unconscious, but roommate said that he stood out of the bathroom until she was covered. I asked Lydia if she thought it was fair to me not to know that another guy had seen her naked, and she said he didn't actually see her naked and that it shouldn't matter since he was only helping. I shouted that she just said that she was unconscious and couldn't know if he saw her. She told me to be quiet or they would hear me, and I shouted that I didn't care, that a man saw my girlfriend's body and I had a right to be mad. Jeff and her roommate came in and then explained that he never saw anything. He just broke the lock and waited outside until roommate gave him all clear. I said that I didn't believe him, and roommate jumped to his defense, saying she was right there making sure the situation wasn't embarrassing so they could take proper care of Lydia without her feeling weird. I said that if she was a cuckold, I wouldn't be. Jeff then shouted at me, saying I should respect his girlfriend and mine, who had spent the whole day... What?
This is the most psychotic Am I the Asshole you've ever read.
It's an award winner.
It is psychotic. You can continue, but it's psychotic.
He said that he only did it because he cared about Lydia, that I was an asshole who didn't deserve any type of help. Hearing him say he cared about her was it for me. I left without as much as looking at Lydia as she begged me not to go. Over the weekend, Lydia had to be admitted to the hospital. She didn't feel good again, and Jeff and the roommate prohibited me from seeing her, saying I didn't deserve her. Obviously, the whole hospital thing sucks, and I wish I was there for her, but I still think I was right. At this point, I'm not mad at Lydia anymore, just at Jeff. Am I the asshole? Well.
Yeah. What's so funny? I mean, like, that's just insanity right there. Like, that's just pure insanity in writing. It really is. So whoever wrote that was a cuckoo head. Like, they were out of their mind.
Uh-huh.
Do you disagree with me?
No.
They're crazy. I mean, let's get it straight. That's probably the most detailed Am I the Asshole you've ever read. And I may be coming up to the first time asking you to reread it. That's how detailed it was. Because it's confusing. I can't totally follow the story. So let's try one more time.
You don't want me to reread it. You want me to just paraphrase it for you. Because his writing is atrocious.
That works for me.
Okay.
I trust you.
So, girl faints in the bathroom while she's in the shower.
Okay.
Girl's roommate and roommate's boyfriend rush in to save her. Apparently, the roommate's boyfriend only broke the lock, and then the roommate covered her naked body, and then they made sure she was okay. Then, girl's boyfriend finds out that roommate's boyfriend might have seen her naked.
Okay.
And then, dude, her boyfriend, loses his shit and has a miniature cow that another dude might have seen his girlfriend naked and that he wasn't informed about it 30 seconds after it happened and didn't seem to express any concern at all for his girlfriend's well-being.
Yeah. And who's supposed to be the asshole? Which one?
The boyfriend having the cow. The boyfriend having the cow. He wrote this and wants to know if he's the asshole.
Oh, is he the asshole?
Yeah.
So he's the boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
He's the asshole.
100%.
He's totally the asshole. Because she didn't do anything wrong.
Right. And the roommate didn't do anything wrong. And the roommate's boyfriend didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
What should they have done? Just let her be passed out on the bathroom floor?
Yeah, exactly.
She could have hit her head.
And they even said...
And he was even respectful about it.
And they even said that he waited until she was covered before he went in.
Right.
So, like, stop it. Like, you're just being ridiculous for getting mad about it. And here's the worst part. Even if he did see her naked, all right? Why is he mad at her? I mean, did she or did she not pass out?
Right.
And did she pass out on purpose? I mean, did she just go, oh, hold on here, let me try to fall asleep standing up. Boom, and went out? No. She passed out because something was wrong with her, physically. So she passed out, and she happened to be buck naked at the time.
Right.
It's her fault that he happened to come in upon her naked at the time? I don't think so. I think that's asinine. I think it's really asinine.
I think this is my favorite part. I didn't believe him and the roommate jumped to his defense, saying that she was right there making sure the situation wasn't embarrassing so they could take proper care of Lydia without her feeling weird. I said that if she was a cuckold, I wouldn't be. What? Why did you go there, dude?
Well, that's the part where I got confused. I was like, wait a second. I thought this was about this other thing.
My favorite comment in it. Cuckold? Are you fucking serious? What kind of petty BS is that? Damn, you are way too immature to be in a relationship.
I would have to agree with that person.
Your girlfriend is in the hospital. How are you even still on this hill? You have some major jealousy issues, asshole.
Yeah. I agree with that person too.
Yeah.
I think that person is just a giant asshole.
Jealousy issues? The dude is a misogynist who uses porn terms to describe real-life medical emergency.
Yeah, well, what a psycho. That's what I said from the beginning. I interrupted you and I said,
Yeah.
just so you know, this is psychotic. The guy's nuts. He's batshit crazy. He is so far out there, that you can't even see him anymore. He's a lunatic.
Do you want to know what award this guy was granted from the people of Reddit?
Biggest asshole of the decade?
Biggest asshole of 2021. The decade's not over yet.
Fuck yes. They got him.
I knew it was going to be a good one.
Love
Though,
it.
if I would have read it first, I wouldn't have picked it because the grammar was so bad it was confusing.
You know,
But
that's kind of the one and only thing it makes me remember that I miss about that stupid Craigslist website.
the best of Craigslist.
Yes, and you don't get that anymore.
You can read the old ones.
Well, yeah, but you can't see any new ones. Those were fucking funny. Like people took the time to like write a little story, and you're like, I don't even know if this actually happened, but cool.
Right. So that is the creepiest, biggest asshole I think we've ever experienced. Like, he's the worst person.
That's the worst. And the worst part is, you know as well as I do, he would never have posted that asking if he was the asshole. If he even thought for 1 second people would think he was the asshole.
And the world thought he was the asshole.
In his brain, he was right.
Like, voted biggest asshole of 2021. Yeah. That's how much of an asshole you are,
And he thought
bro.
he was right.
Right.
It's just, it blows my mind. You know how embarrassed I would be personally if I was him and I did something like that? Because, come on, at some point he has to have self-realization, doesn't he?
It always amazes me when these people who are the world's largest asshole don't delete the post after the comments start rolling in.
Yeah. Somebody would still have a screenshot these days.
I'm sure they would, but it always amazes me that they don't delete the post. They're like, whoops, I guess I'm a piece of garbage.
I swear there are people out there on the internet who, like, their life is to go through a forum and just pa-boom, screenshot every post.
Yeah, they live in basements.
So that if anyone ever says anything other than what they said in this post, nobody can ever change their mind. So if you said something 2 years ago and today you changed your mind into something else, oh, you're a liar.
Oh my God, it's like the people who stalk the people from 90 Day Fiance. Like, come on, man. And they know everything. They know, like, that Yves person. They know that
Yes.
court case was filed against her, and that they know and update the Facebook groups at every stage of the way. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, why?
And yeah, that's like it. They've decided, but they're smart if you think about it. Because they've created a niche of their 90 Day Fiance content creator. And people fucking love that shit. You're talking about it right now, and you're saying you hate it.
No. You know what? They're the ones who are smart and have podcasts about it. They own the groups about it. I think those are the smart ones. Like, they've made a name for themselves. Like, there's this chick, Lindsay Miller, and she runs the Love After Lockup 90 Day Fiance group. And she hardcore stalks those people. But she has a group with, like, 30,000 people in it. Like, come on now. But then there's the people
and she
who are
can
just
easily monetize that stuff too.
Right.
I've got this great story about so and so, and I've got 5 more juicy nuggets about them over here. 1995.
I'm pretty sure she's one of the information suppliers for some of the YouTubers about it. Because I've seen them talk about her before. Anyway, the ones I'm talking about are the idiots who stalk them in their, like, free personal time. And that's just what they do for fun.
The ones that are like on Reddit all the time going, oh my God, guys, look at this. Look at Janelle's latest post. Oh my God, look, her and the swamp monster are doing blah, 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 blah. They have names for every fucking person on every fucking show that's related to a certain type. Like Teen Mom is just like the 90 Day Fiance franchise. There's 50 billion spin-offs of it. And so there's crazy lunatics that follow all of these people in all of these shows. Right. And then they have to talk shit about them online and make fun of them and whatnot. And then you say to yourself, you're laughing at them being desperate at trying to be a content creator. Like they all get on Janelle because she does her stupid, really bad dancing TikToks. Oh my God,
so
they're
gross.
horrible. But they get on her case about when is she going to realize she's not a good content creator. I ask myself, when are you going to realize you're not a good content creator? You're putting out garbage.
You know what?
Yeah, that's my rant.
The absolute best ones are the people who live their life to comment nasty things on Kale Lowry's Instagram posts.
Yeah. Why? And why do they care?
We're all aware that she's just a special human being, okay? I'm not going to be mean. That's just what I'm going to say. She is a unique breed.
Okay, here's the thing.
Why would you dedicate your dang life to saying nasty things to someone on Instagram?
Well, okay, yes, but here's the thing I feel about people like that. I only hold them accountable for the things that I think are false. And if the stuff that I think is true, I don't ask for proof of.
Okay.
So, in her case, I can accept her because for the majority of stuff, I don't give two shits what her deal was. And then the stuff I do care about is super small, and the rest of it is positive. So why do I care whether she lives, breathes, whatever? I don't care. She is who she is.
What does that have to do with the people who leave nasty comments on all of her posts?
Because I'm going to get to there.
Okay.
You just should learn to get along with people like that. There's no point, because all you're doing is being mean on purpose. Your job is to be mean. Why?
They're the definition of cyberbully. Specifically going to people's pages to be nasty to them.
Yeah, it's why?
I don't remember who it was, but it was one of the it was Larissa from 90 Day Fiance. She blocks people who are nasty to her. She has no shame in her game at all. You make a nasty comment on one of her posts, you're done. You don't get to follow her.
It doesn't even have to be nasty. She just has to disagree with it.
Right. Well, yes, but
I've been personally blocked by her because she, in the time when Colt flirted with the girl with the glasses, I said, but maybe all he really did was compliment her glasses. You don't really have any proof, do you? Well, she didn't like that. I wasn't rude to her or anything. I just asked a question. And so she immediately blocked me. And I'm talking immediately blocked me. But that's because someone like that is always looking to be relevant.
But that's her prerogative. I would block nasty people too if I had that many followers. I'd be like, oh, you've chosen to be a dick today? Bye.
No, but no, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I understand perfectly well what you're saying.
They're trying to be so relevant that they're constantly on the social media. Non-effing stop.
Oh, they make so much money from social media.
So then that's when they just keep going at it. Well, you know what Anfisa said today?
What?
She did this whole question answer thing, and people are stupid. You're the only one that got a bachelor's degree. Da 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 da. And then she posted stats from the U.S. Census that said 29 million whatever people got bachelor's degrees last year or whatever. And they're like, that doesn't prove anything. That just proves you got your bachelor's degree. You're an idiot, okay? Well, they did this whole question answer thing. And they asked her that question about what was it you just said?
I didn't say anything about Anfisa.
No, you said something about somebody else.
Yeah, blocking people on Instagram.
Yeah, and Anfisa said, the people who have a following that have been on TV but have a following can make a lot of money on social media easily.
Makes sense.
And I'm going to bet you that she's going to become a celebrity coach, teach others how they can do the same thing. I'll bet you. That's where I see it going. But anyway, I think that you're right, that the whole 90 Day Fiance, teen mom, videographers, et cetera, all those vloggers and everything, they're nuts. The guy...
I wasn't saying the vloggers are nuts. I'm saying the randos who have no ambition to monetize their shit are nuts.
Some of the randos are the vloggers.
Not the ones I'm talking about.
Okay, well. It's still crazy. I don't understand why anybody would want to, like, remember when we were talking about, oh, maybe we'll pick one of the shows and when it comes out, we'll do one of those podcasts?
Yeah.
We would kill it. We would. Because we are
tried
sassy.
when Smothered
we
came
are
out.
sassy and everything. But that's the problem. It's really hard to get it up, get it out, and be relevant in time for each week.
And I have no ambition to stalk these people and find out other details about their lives. I just don't care.
Well, yeah, because I notice one of the common themes of all of those podcasts is they have the whole, well, remember, we know for a fact that this happened because of this, and so therefore this is probably made up for television, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? You're ruining it.
You stop talking about how it's scripted. I know it's scripted. I still enjoy the trash. Leave me alone.
It would be like taking the Shakespearean play and just breaking it down into parts. And being like, and this part right here means blah, 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 blah. Shut up. I don't care. Let me enjoy it. And that's the problem I have with those lunatics that scream and yell at other people on Instagram and mostly Twitter. Twitter is nuts. I don't go to Twitter anymore. In fact, there's times when you have to click the thing to read it and when you're reading an article. I won't do it. Twitter is toxic. I hope Elon Musk does buy it, and I hope he changes everything about it. But I have a feeling that's going to lead to some huge revelations about our government.
You know what? I don't care. Twitter's garbage. Elon Musk is dumb for trying to buy it.
I think social media is garbage in my own opinion at this point.
Well, yeah, I don't social media very often.
I kind of like LinkedIn because I can just kind of, business-y edit from 9 to 5 and then not touch it at night. I like that. But the rest of the stuff is just BS. Who cares? Do I really care what someone's opinion is of what I said? No, I don't care.
I made a reel today about how much my hand shakes when I try to hold it still. Have you seen those?
No, that's freaking
Oh shit, I'll show it to you. There's
Well, don't show it to me right now because they can't see it.
Well, I know. I'm just going to describe it to you. So shh for a second.
All right. Shh for a second.
You hold up your hand and the X-ray bar comes down. And once the bar passes, it freezes above it. So if your hand wiggles, your hand ends up with a picture of your hand that's like to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It was quite amusing.
That's funny. It would be a ridiculous looking pattern for me.
My hand shook a lot less when I wasn't staring at the screen trying to keep it steady. I just closed my eyes and I was like, I'm just going to accept what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little shaky.
Yeah.
I'm an old man.
I'll send it to you so you can try it. But no, that's the extent of my social media-ness. And you know why I did it? Because I saw somebody else do it and I wanted to know how much my hand shook. Yep.
Well, that's as good a reason as any.
Yep. And on the note that I'm a giant idiot, good night, everyone.
That sure was a pause. Good night, everyone. Still a bye-bye. Thank you for listening to the Nightly Rant.
If you enjoyed the show, please give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Google Play.
If you didn't enjoy the show, please just ignore that previous request for a rating.
This has been a Yogi's Podcast Network production.